Now, this is where people often try to muddy the conversation. Sometimes you hear people say, but were Africans already not enslaving their fellow Africans? And was it not Africans who sold Africans to the white people? And the answer is yes. Forms of slavery and servitude did exist in parts of Africa before Europeans arrived. And yes, some African rulers, merchants, and brokers participated in capturing and selling people. But that does not make the transatlantic slave trade the same thing. Not even close. Because that system was different. It was different in scale, in structure, and in ideology. The transatlantic slave trade became racialized. It reduced Africans to chattel property, something that can be owned, bought, and resold again. The transatlantic slave trade tied slavery to heredity, meaning a child could be born into bondage with no way out. And it was built to feed plantation economies across the Americas. And beyond all of that was the experience itself. People were taken from their homes, often violently. Families were separated, communities were broken, and on the journey to the coast, millions of people died. In the forts and castles where people were held, they were overcrowded in dungeons, sometimes for weeks in darkness, with little air, little food, and no certainty of what was coming next. And then came the ships, the Middle Passage, where people were chained, packed tightly together, and forced to lie in conditions so inhumane that diseases spread rapidly. Some resisted, yes, some refused to eat, some chose death over what lay ahead of them. There were some who just refused to conform. Many jumped overboard in the middle of the ocean, and some were forcefully thrown overboard when the ships faced bad weather. So, yes, you can say Europe did not invent captivity in Africa, but European states, merchants, financiers, and colonial systems transformed the existing forms of bondage into a massive industrialized transoceanic system for profit. That is the difference.